Let's talk about how you can get professional level carpet cleaning results using either a rental carpet cleaner or a good quality residential machine. Most of these machines come with simple instructions and they work okay, but in this video I'm going to show you a slightly modified set of instructions that can significantly increase the cleaning power of these machines. I'll walk you through 7 tips based on professional carpet cleaning technician training, and even if you only apply a couple of these tips, you'll notice a big improvement in your cleaning results. These tips are built around the 4 fundamentals of the wash cycle, which are time, agitation, chemical reaction, and temperature. Professional carpet cleaners follow these principles every day, and once you know how to apply them, you too can be cleaning like a pro. I'll show you what cleaning agents to use, I'll show you how to save money on carpet cleaning shampoo, and I'll show you the biggest chemistry secret that professional carpet cleaners don't want you to know about. As I go through each of these 7 tips, I'll also be doing a live demonstration in this room that hasn't been cleaned in years. To really show the difference, I'll clean only half the room at first so you can see a clear before and after. For this demo, I'll be using the Bissell Big Green Professional Carpet Cleaning Machine, which I rented from my local hardware store. You don't need to use this exact machine. Any rental unit or good quality residential cleaner like the ones you buy at Walmart or Amazon will work just fine. Alright, let's jump in. Tip number 1, vacuuming thoroughly. Vacuuming removes between 74 to 79% of the soil in your carpet before you even begin cleaning. If you can choose between a cordless and a corded vacuum, always go with the corded one because they are significantly more powerful than a battery-powered vacuum. The best cordless vacuums peak at around 500 watts in boost mode, while high-quality corded vacuums can draw 1800 watts or more. That extra power means stronger suction and a more aggressive brush that pulls soil from deep within the fibers. I always say treat vacuuming as the most important step. Take your time, vacuum north-south, then east-west, get down on your hands and knees and hit the baseboards and edges. Here's what I picked up from this room with just a good corded vacuum. Remember, it's much easier to remove this dry soil while it's dry, so don't skip or rush this step. Tip number 2, rethink how you use shampoo. The instructions for most machines tell you to add shampoo directly to the clean water tank. I don't recommend this for 2 reasons. Number 1, you'll waste a ton of shampoo, usually 4 to 8 times more than necessary. And 2, it eliminates the dwell time, since the solution is applied and sucked up almost immediately. Instead, mix your shampoo in a sprayer like this according to the labeled directions. In this case, this is a half-gallon sprayer. The instructions on the shampoo call for a half cup of shampoo per gallon of water, so I'll be using a 1/4 cup of shampoo in this sprayer. The rest will be filled with tap water. For coverage, I recommend about a half gallon of diluted pre-spray per 100 square feet of carpet. This room is only slightly larger than 100 square feet, so I'll be emptying this full sprayer for this one room. If you are cleaning a larger home, you might want to consider using a large pump-up sprayer like a 2-gallon sprayer. Now, I often get asked, what about homemade carpet cleaning shampoo? And my advice is simple, don't. Stick with products that are designed for carpet. I'll explain why later in this video and share some safe shampoo recommendations in the description below the video. Tip number 3 is to agitate after pre-spraying. After applying the pre-spray, it's time to agitate. I recommend using a broom with plenty of bristles. If the bristles are too soft, trim them down by about 1 inch to make them stiffer and more effective. Agitation is one of the 4 fundamentals of the wash cycle, and it's an important one. Imagine cleaning dishes without scrubbing. Imagine cleaning anything without being able to scrub or agitate. Carpet cleaning works the same way. There are all kinds of soils that have been trapped in the carpet for months or years, and a little agitation is going to help suspend those soils, making it easier for your machine to extract. And that brings us to our next tip, which is tip number 4, allow for a dwell time. Time is another fundamental of the wash cycle because it gives the cleaning agent time to do its job. So after applying the pre-spray, I'm going to allow it to sit for 15 minutes. This dwell time is critical. It gives the shampoo the chance to break down and release soils that are trapped in the carpet fibers. If the carpet is especially dirty, you can do a light agitation during the dwell time, focusing on heavily stained areas and high traffic areas. Tip number 5, rinse only with hot water. Another fundamental of the wash cycle is temperature. Increasing your water temperature by just 10 degrees Celsius can double the cleaning power of your machine. For this demo, I'm using a mix of hot tap water and 1 small kettle of boiling water to get a strong but safe rinse. A maximum water temperature that is safe for most carpets is 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are increasing your water temperature, make sure to not go above any limits set in your machine instructions or your carpet warranty. Now let me show you how this machine works. The clean water tank sits on the bottom, the dirty water tank goes on top. When you switch the machine on, the vacuum starts. Pull the handle back to start the rotating brush underneath the machine, then press the red trigger button to spray the clean water out the bottom for rinsing. For the rinse, I'll do 2 rinse passes followed by 2 dry passes. Start in the corner of the room, turn the machine on, pull the handle back to start the rotating brush, then press the trigger to begin rinsing. Move slowly backwards, never forward while rinsing. When you reach the end of a pass, release the trigger but continue moving back a few more inches. Then repeat for a second rinse pass. After rinsing, do 2 dry passes over the same area. For the dry passes, we do not want to touch the red trigger as the goal of the dry pass is to extract any excess water from the carpet, not to add more water. This method ensures your carpet is thoroughly rinsed and much drier, leaving it clean and ready to dry quickly. Most carpet cleaning machines work very similarly, so adapt these instructions to work with the machine you are using. When you are doing dry passes, take your time and move the machine slowly to extract as much water from the carpet as possible. Another reason we rinse with only water is because it reduces the amount of shampoo residue that is left behind in the carpet after cleaning. Imagine cleaning your dishes, then rinsing with soapy water. We wouldn't do that, and we also don't have to do that when we're cleaning our carpet. We can pre-spray the cleaning agent, then extract with hot water for a more thorough rinse. Now that we finished the main cleaning steps, we're almost done, but I've got 2 more tips to share. One of them involves a clever chemical reaction that really separates professional carpet cleaners from DIY cleaners, and I'll show you how you can easily use this reaction in the last 2 steps. Before we get there, let's check out the results. Here's the carpet after applying the first 5 tips. You can see a huge difference already. Some of the darkest stains are completely gone and the carpet looks brighter and virtually spotless. I'll go ahead and fast forward through the cleaning of the second half of the room. While that's running, I want to talk about carpet shampoos and why it's so important to stick with products that are designed specifically for carpet. If you search online, you'll find tons of DIY recipes for carpet shampoo. Most of them include things like dish soap or laundry detergent. And yes, they'll clean really well at first, but here's the catch. A few months later, you'll often notice the carpet looks dirty again, sometimes dirtier than before. So you clean it again only to find it re-soils even faster. And that's the trap of using many DIY shampoos in your carpet. The problem comes from soap residue. Carpet is very difficult to rinse thoroughly, so we need to be careful about which cleaning agents we put into our carpet. Cleaning agents like dish soap and laundry detergents are amphiphilic, which means that on a molecular level, part of the molecule bonds to water and the other part bonds to oils and soil. That makes them great cleaning agents, but the residue they leave behind causes resoiling problems because the residue continues to attract soils like a magnet. I have many people asking me for help with this exact problem all the time. In fact, just the other day, someone emailed me and told me that they had been using a homemade carpet shampoo in their Bissell carpet cleaning machine, and their carpet now dries sticky and resoils very quickly. Now, once this problem exists, it's very difficult to correct. So my advice is to avoid the problem entirely and only use carpet cleaning shampoos that are designed specifically for carpets. Good carpet cleaning shampoos are designed with ingredients that minimize resoiling issues. One of the reasons people like to use homemade carpet shampoos is because it saves money. And that's fair, carpet cleaning shampoo is pretty expensive, but a better way to save money and protect your carpet is to continue to use proper shampoo, but follow tips 2 and 5 so that we can use way less shampoo in our carpets. So remember, tip 2, we mix the shampoo in a sprayer, then use the sprayer to pre-spray the carpet. Then tip 5, we used a carpet cleaning machine to rinse the carpets with only water. In my diluted pre-spray, I only used a 1/4 cup of shampoo for this whole room. If I had mixed the shampoo into the clean water tank as per the machine instructions, I would have used 1.5 cups of shampoo. So in this case, using a sprayer allowed me to use 1/6 the amount of shampoo, which amounts to some big savings. Now let's move on to the last 2 tips and let's talk a bit about chemistry. Tip number 6, do a post-cleaning spray with hydrogen peroxide. Professional carpet cleaners have one huge advantage over DIY cleaners, which is that many of them are using hydrogen peroxide in their pre-spray. Professional carpet cleaners use pre-spray just like we did in tip number 2, but one of the differences between our pre-spray and theirs is that theirs contains some form of hydrogen peroxide. Now, if you are a non-professional cleaner, you shouldn't be adding hydrogen peroxide to your pre-spray because the shampoos that we are using are a neutral pH, which would render the hydrogen peroxide useless and ineffective. But instead of adding it to our pre-spray, we can do a post-cleaning application of hydrogen peroxide. Before applying the hydrogen peroxide, close the blinds in the room as we don't want any direct UV light exposure when using hydrogen peroxide on carpet. Hydrogen peroxide mixed with UV light can eventually discolor your carpet, though this is pretty low risk because most windows block the vast majority of UV light anyways, but just out of an abundance of caution, make sure you close your blinds if you are using a hydrogen peroxide post spray. So what I'm using is 6% hydrogen peroxide in a standard spray bottle, and I'm just going to spray no more than 2/3 of a cup for every 100 square feet of carpet. Then I'll just allow it to dry. If I see any stained areas, I'll add a little extra hydrogen peroxide to these areas. And all the hydrogen peroxide is doing is breaking down organic pigments that we were not able to clean out of the carpet. So there's 2 types of pigments, organic and synthetic. Organic pigments come from things like food, body fluids, and soils, and synthetic pigments are the dyes that give our carpet color. So hydrogen peroxide breaks down the unwanted pigments that cause stains and leaves the synthetic pigments alone. So as the carpet dries, the hydrogen peroxide slowly breaks down from H2O2 to water and oxygen, leaving 0 residue in the carpet. If you decide to use hydrogen peroxide for a post spray, make sure you do not walk on the carpet until the carpet has completely dried because it will make your skin pretty itchy. If you do need to walk on the carpet, use a pair of slippers or shoes. And the final tip, tip number 7, groom the carpet and set out a fan to speed up the drying time. Using the same brush that I used for agitation in tip number 3, I'm going to groom the carpet for 2 reasons. Number 1, to ensure the hydrogen peroxide is evenly coating all the carpet fibers. And 2, to get the carpet fibers standing up for a faster drying time. Since I've been walking on the carpet a lot after cleaning, the tufts are compressed and I just want to get all of the carpet tufts standing upright for good air circulation and fast drying. And that's it, 7 expert tips that will help you clean carpet like a professional carpet cleaner with just a rental or a residential machine. We vacuumed thoroughly, pre-sprayed smart, agitated, gave it a proper dwell time, rinsed with hot water only, added a hydrogen peroxide post-spray, and finished with a good groom for fast drying. The results speak for themselves. This carpet went from dull and stained to fresh, bright, and soft underfoot. And the best part is you can do all of this yourself without professional equipment. If you found these tips helpful, check out the links in the description where I've listed some of my favorite carpet cleaning shampoos and tools. They'll save you money and help you avoid common DIY mistakes that cause sticky carpets and fast resoiling. Thanks for watching. If you try any of these steps at home, let me know how it goes in the comments below. And if you want more cleaning tips and demonstrations like this, click the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.